Tonight, our special transmission as the United States is set to unveil a new ceasefire proposal. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Zahra Sayed. Today is the 339th day since Israel started targeting Palestinians indiscriminately in response to October 7th attacks. At least 20 people, including children, have been killed as Israel carries out air raids across the Gaza Strip. Palestinian officials say more than 630,000 in Gaza will not be returning to school today. Israel's war on the Palestinian territory disrupts schooling for a second year. The World Food Programme says 2.2 million Palestinians in Gaza are still in urgent need of food and livelihood assistance. On the regional front, Syria's state media reports Israeli missiles have struck central Syria last night, killing at least 14 people. 43 civilians have been injured. The attack originated from northwestern Lebanon. It targeted military sites near Masyaf in Hama province, causing significant damage. Israeli media claims the strikes targeted a major chemical weapons research facility amongst other sites. The reports say the attack occurred when Iranian military experts were present at the site. Israel has not officially commented on the latest operation. The attack intensifies regional tensions. Cross-border hostilities between Hezbollah and Israel have continued on a near-daily basis. Hezbollah says it is targeting military sites in northern Israel and Syria's occupied Golan Heights in support of Palestinians in Gaza. At least 40,988 Palestinians have been killed since the onset of the war. 94,825 have been injured. Hezbollah has targeted Israeli sites in northern Israel with a rocket barrage. The move comes in response to recent Israeli airstrikes on southern Lebanon. Hezbollah targeted the illegal settlements of Kiryat Shmona and Shamir. Hezbollah also used a drone to strike Israeli surveillance equipment at the Malakia site. Lebanon's caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati has called for an emergency meeting with international representatives today. The United States is set to present a new last chance proposal for a prisoner hostage swap between Israel and Hamas. Israeli public broadcaster Khan reports the proposal addresses key issues, including the Philadelphia corridor between Gaza and Egypt. It is expected to be unveiled in the coming days. Negotiations are currently focused on the release of senior Palestinian prisoners rather than the total number of prisoners. The United States, Qatar, and Egypt have been working to broker a deal in the past 10 months. However, the progress has been hindered by Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's resistance to Palestinian demands. A report by Amnesty International says Israel's extensive destruction of Gaza's eastern border to create a buffer zone could be deemed a war crime. The reports say the Israeli military has systematically razed homes and land. This has been done to create a 1.8-kilometer wide zone. It covers 58 square kilometers. This is 16% of Gaza's land area. This destruction has impacted over 3,500 structures. The reports say the move is potentially collective punishment of civilians. The Israeli government justifies the actions as necessary for security. Netanyahu has affirmed plans to maintain the military control over the Philadelphia corridor and the Netzarim corridor. The areas are critical for military operations. The ongoing destruction and proposed future plans continue to spark controversy and accusations of overreach. The Philadelphia corridor is also a buffer zone that was demilitarized under Israeli-Egyptian agreements in 1979 and 2005. However, the corridor was occupied by the Israeli forces in May. Footage released by Israeli newspaper Haaretz reveals severe mistreatment of Palestinian prisoners at Megiddo prison in northern Israel. The video shows a guard using a police dog on the prisoners' restrained hands, while others lie face down. Media reports indicate that beatings occur in areas not covered by cameras. An Israeli prison service official has admitted to severe violence at the facility. He says the violence is part of the routine. Hamas condemns the footage. The group is calling for international intervention to address these abuses. Tens of thousands of pro-Palestinian demonstrators are protesting against Israel's war in Gaza in the United Kingdom. The crowd marched through central London on Saturday. Demonstrations started from Regent Street and moved towards the Israeli embassy in South Kensington. Independent MP Iqbal Muhammad also joined the crowd. The protesters called for a full arms embargo on Israel and an end to the conflict. The move is the 18th national demonstration since the war's outbreak last October. The protesters faced tensions with Israeli lobbyists. Police made 8 arrests in total, from which 6 were from the Free Palestine rally and 2 were from the counter-demonstration. 2 new Jewish safety patrol teams have been patrolling at the University of Toronto's downtown campus. These volunteer teams are Magen Hurt Canada and J-Force Security. J-Force Security is a registered security agency providing safety assessments and private investigations. The teams were present during a student-led pro-Palestine march this past Friday. Over 100 protesters advocating for Palestine moved through the St. George campus. The presence of the patrolling teams has received criticism. Journalist Samira Mohieddin posted on X questioning Magen Hurt's presence. She calls the team vigilantes and is questioning if the team sought permission from the university to be on campus. A pro-Palestinian protest interrupted the Toronto International Film Festival opening night. The festival has been sponsored by Royal Bank of Canada. The bank has shares with companies that are involved in Israel's war on Gaza. 4 activists interrupted the screening of comedy film Nutcrackers. They chanted, "Stop the genocide." They also raised the slogan, "Cut ties with Royal Bank of Canada," brandishing signs as they marched down the aisle. Security swiftly removed the protesters. That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum.